So today from the periodic table, we will discuss the another property. This is called ionization energy, IE, and also this is called ionization potential. Ionization energy or ionization potential, both are same. So what is ionization energy?
Sir, Sanskriti texted in the group she is not able to hear anything.
Not able to
Hear anything.
unable to hear anything because actually are you hearing my voice properly?
Sir, your voice
Yes,
is
sir, we
cracking,
can hear.
but like right now.
Aditi to constantly to leave the meeting because hard network problem. So the leaving the meeting, joining and leaving, joining the meeting, leaving. Your network is very poor. Sanskriti, you have left the meeting. Again join. So now I want to discuss about the ionization energy. So what is ionization energy? I want to explain the IE. The full form is ionization energy. Suppose I am writing the sodium metal, Na. It is sodium metal. So sodium metal means what? This is the electronic configuration. If I am drawing the orbit concept, so this is K, L, M. This is 2, 8, and here 1 electron is there. So in the outermost shell, only 1 electron is there. So definition of ionization energy, please write in your copy. The amount of energy, please write the amount of energy which is required the amount of energy.
Sir.
My voice is audible to you?
Yes, sir.
My voice audible to you? Aditi?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Anushka, my voice audible to you?
Yes, sir.
The problem actually is first is network problem. She joined again left the meeting. If
Yes,
the network
sir,
problem,
she usually faces problem.
huh?
So she usually like faces problem.
Okay. So now please write the definition there. Saptaparna to not joining. Saptaparna telling what? You called na Saptaparna? No one is responding.
Yes, sir, I called her, but she did not receive the call.
Okay. Okay. So please write the definition. The amount of energy which is required. The amount of energy which is required. This is the sodium atom. So I am telling the amount of energy which is required to release one electron from an isolated gaseous atom. From an isolated gaseous atom. To create a cation, the minimum amount of energy which is required to release one electron from an isolated gaseous atom. This atom is isolated gaseous atom. To create a cation, the amount of energy which is required to release one electron isolated gaseous atom to create a anion. The minimum amount of energy which is required to release one electron from an isolated gaseous atom to create an anion. The definition of ionization energy, that the minimum amount of energy which is required to release one electron from an isolated gaseous atom to create an anion. So that means what? That sodium basically present in the solid state. By giving the heat energy, you are transferring the sodium gas by applying the heat. The sodium solid transferring to gas. So from the gas, so this is isolated. Isolated means what?
Excuse me,
This
sir.
sodium.
Sorry to interrupt, sir. Saptaparna texted that she is having a mock test, so she will not be able to join today's class. She forgot to tell you.
Okay. So I will send the recorded part. Okay. So if you follow, you can understand. Okay.
Yes.
Excuse me, sir.
Huh.
So, can you repeat the second definition once more?
Yes. The minimum amount of energy. Who is the calling? Swastriti calling me. Yes. Huh. So this is your network issue. You increase the internet connectivity, na? So then why you are leaving the class repeatedly? So disconnect to I have not done. I am taking the class. The two people are there. They are doing. You try to join again. Your network issues, I think. So from my end, no problem, because I am on the Zoom and I am taking the class. I am not okay. So I think you need some network issues. That's why this is happening. So definition is the minimum amount of energy which is required to release the electron from an isolated gaseous atom to create a cation. That means here isolated means what? Isolated means the sodium is free. This is not bonded to any other. This is isolated. Suppose when we are suffering from the COVID, that times also we are staying in the isolated form. That means no attached from any other people, in isolation. So isolation means we are staying alone. So that means here sodium is alone. So there is no bonding with other any element. This is called the isolated. So when that sodium, at first sodium in solid state, you are giving the heat, sodium transferred to sodium gas, and this is called isolated gaseous atom. And now you are remove one electron. The electron, that first orbit 2 electrons are there, second orbit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 are there, and the third 1 electrons are there. So now if you want to release the electron from the force of attraction of the nucleus, if you want to release the electron from the force of attraction of the nucleus, so then you have required some energy. If you want to release the electron from the outermost shell of an atom, requires some energy, because this electron attached to the nucleus, there are some force of attraction to the nucleus and electron. If you want to remove the electron, you have to put some energy. So this amount of energy, what is required here to remove one electron from the outermost shell of an isolated gaseous atom to create an anion? What amount of energy required to release the electron, the outermost electron, from an isolated gaseous atom to create a cation? So if you release the electron, then it transferred to sodium plus. Then what will happen? This is k orbit, this is a orbit. There are 2 electrons. and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 electrons will be there. This is K and L. This is 2 and this is 8. In the M, the last electron will be not there because this is detached. So this is for the sodium plus, and this is for the sodium atom. So from sodium atom to sodium plus, by releasing one electron, this electron you are moving from there. So it from the sodium plus. So basically, I am explaining here that what amount of energy required to release the electron from the isolated gaseous atom. The sodium here in gaseous state, we have transferred the sodium metal to sodium gas by giving the energy. And thus this sodium is isolated gaseous. So you are releasing one electron from the outermost cell. So the what amount of energy required? So the definition of ionization energy is that the amount of energy what is required to release one electron from an isolated, from the outermost cell of an isolated gaseous atom. The amount of energy what is required to release one electron from the outermost cell of an isolated gaseous atom to create a single cation. This is called the ionization energy. Is this okay? Ionization energy concept clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Please respond with me. Actually, I am not comfortable if the people are not responding. So this is very difficult way to proceed the next step. Kindly respond properly. This ionization energy part, this is clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Any doubt you can ask me. I will explain more time also. If you any problem, I will explain you again and again. But please respond. Okay. So this is very important part. This ionization energy part is very, very important. That you are removing one electron from the outermost cell of an atom. The outermost cell also attaches with the nucleus. There are some force of attraction. We know that if the atomic size is smaller, then attraction between the nucleus and outermost cell is greater. So the strong attraction is there. So if you want to remove the electron, it requires more energy. If the size is greater, then less energy. Now I am explaining the properties that based on ionization energy. Ionization energy depends on different factors. I am just trying to explain these topics. So definition part, this is clear to you. Okay. Ionization energy depends on number one, atomic size. Ionization energy and they are inversely proportional. That depends on first factor, that is the ionization energy proportional to 1 by size. Ionization energy proportional to 1 by size. That means if the size is greater, ionization energy is low. How we can explain? If you remember the definition, then this is clear to you. If the atomic radius, I am drawing one atom, I am drawing another atom. So here the size is smaller. If the size is small, here the size is bigger. If the size is small, then what happened? then the force of attraction between the electron and the nucleus is greater. That means if you want to remove the electron from the outermost shell, this is very difficult. If the size is greater, and that case, if you want to remove this electron, it is easier because the force of attraction is weaker than this case. If the size is greater, then attraction between the nucleus and outermost shell greater. So ionization energy will be lower. So more size, the energy required low. If the size become greater, then require the less energy. All the time remember the definition that what amount of energy required to remove one electron. This is called the ionization energy. If the size is greater, then the nucleus and outermost electron distance greater, attraction weaker. You can easily remove the electron. If the size is smaller, then distance is smaller and the attraction between the nucleus and outermost shell attraction is greater. So it requires the more amount of energy. So that's why I'm written over there. That depends on second point, nuclear charge. Nuclear charge. What is nuclear charge? Nuclear charge means what number of proton is present here in the nucleus. And we know that nucleus having neutron plus proton. Nucleus having neutron plus proton and the outermost electron is there. So now, if the nuclear charge greater, that means proton number greater. If the nuclear charge greater, then the force of attraction is also greater. Because if the nuclear charge greater, then attraction is also greater. So nuclear charge that directly proportional. So ionization energy proportional to nuclear charge. Number 2 point. Ionization energy directly proportional with nuclear charge, and obviously nuclear charge linked with atomic size. Nuclear charge linked with atomic size. Tell me, this nuclear charge, atomic size and definition, this is clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Next, point number 3. It depends on number 3 factor. Ionization energy depends on half field or full field, half field or full field orbital. If one atom has half field or full field configuration, then it has a higher ionization potential, because the half field and full field are extra stable. Suppose I am writing here 3d5. This is the half field configuration. If you want to release one electron from 3d5 configuration, it requires the more energy. This is a half field. If I am writing here 3d10, this is full field. If I am writing here why only 3, you can write anything, any number. That if you write here 3p3, this is half field. If you writing here 3p6, 4p6, this is full field. So if one atom has electronic configuration, half field or full field. So half field, full field time, actually what happened? They are extra stable. So if you want to release the electron from the half field or full field electronic configuration, this is very difficult. So that's why if the atom having half filled or full filled electronic configuration, they have higher ionization energy. If you want to remove the electron from the half filled or full filled configuration, it requires more energy because half filled and full filled is extra stable. So if any system this is stable, so this is difficult to make it unstable. But if the system is unstable, it is easier to make more unstable. This point clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Are you there in the class?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, up to here this is okay?
Yes, sir.
Next, number 4. Number 4, that depends on nature of electron. Depends on nature of electrons. What the nature of electron? But you are removing which electron? S electron, P electron, D electron, or F electron. What electron you are removing? I depends on that. This is difficult to remove one S electron, then P, then D, and then F. Why? Because S orbital electrons are closer to nucleus. S orbitals are closer to nucleus. That's why if you want to remove the S electron, this is difficult to remove. So that's why ionization energy order for removing this electron proportional. That means S electron difficult to remove, then P, then D, and then F. So this is the nature of electron. Next, number 5. Number 5 property, very important property. This is called shielding effect. Shielding. Shielding effect, another name is called screening effect. Shielding effect, another name is screening effect. Suppose now you are doing the class. I am holding one paper in front of the camera. Now this is not visible, the board is not visible to you, but my voice is audible to you. If I just take on screen here, then board is not visible, but you are audible my voice. But if I am only explain you only by simple voice, this is difficult for understanding. That's why I am writing in the board. So this is the screen. So same way, I want to explain you the shielding effect, the shielding effect. What is shielding effect now? I am doing on electrical configuration. 1s2, 2h2, 2p6, 3s. Suppose I am writing this configuration, and all of you know the electronic configuration concept. Now the outermost is 3s1. So according to the concept of ionization energy, that means you have to remove the outermost electron, that is the 3s1 electron. You have to remove the 3s1 electron. So now for the effect of shielding effect. Shielding effect implies for the penultimate cell. What is penultimate? Outermost is called the ultimate. This is the ultimate. Ultimate means the outermost. Before the outermost, this is called penultimate cell. Penultimate cells are causing the shielding effect because this is the nucleus. Suppose this is the on orbit. I am just trying to draw like this way. This way. Suppose the electrons are there. So if you talking about this electron, this 3s1 electron, this electron, the before orbitals are the penultimate. For explaining the shielding effect, we will not consider all the orbitals. We will only consider the penultimate one. The penultimate here 2p. Penultimate means just before of this ultimate. Penultimate means just before of the ultimate. Suppose if the camera is the nucleus. In this classroom, I am taking the class to the camera. So if I holding the obstruction of screen in front of the camera, there nothing is visible. If I am away from you, away now see the board is partially visible. So if this is closer, then the screening effect is more appropriate. When I am going away, the effect decreases. That's why that from the outermost cell to this penultimate orbit, the electrons, they are creating the shielding effect. We will not consider the before that. Only outermost is there and this is the penultimate. We will only consider the penultimate one. So now, how they create the shielding, we have understand that the previous one, they create the screen with the outermost electron and the nucleus. Screen means they are making on wall of the outermost electron and the nucleus. So this is creating the shielding effect or screening effect. Now what the nature? What orbital create the more screening effect? You know, when the peoples are fighting to each others in the ancient time, when the two kings are fighting, they are using one shield and torwal, dhal torwal, you know. So the dhal, this is called this is called a shield. So shield is looking like what? Can you tell me what the shield? Dhal torwal ne juddho kore. Se ঢালটা কি রকম দেখতে হয়? ঢাল মানে কোনটা? শিল্ড যাকে বলি আমরা, শিল্ড। সেই ঢালটা কেমন দেখতে হয় বলো আমাকে?
Circular.
Huh? Circular. Yes. Also you know. So during this Mahishasura, before the Durga Puja, 1 week before, in the TV channel, Mahishasura also there. We have observed the TV that Mahalaya. So one woman, some actress wearing the dresses like the Durga, and one people wearing the dresses like the Mahishasura, and they are fighting. And you know, in this fighting, both are dancing. No, the tendency to kill one another. They both are start dancing. So during the dancing time, in the Mahishasura হাতে কি থাকে? ত্রিশূল থাকে, আর সেখানে সরি দুর্গার হাতে ত্রিশূল থাকে, আর মহিষাসুরের হাতে একটা শিল্ড থাকে, একটা ঢাল থাকে। So this shield is looking like circular. Yes, you are telling. So if this is the circular, it will create the more shielding, and if this is like a dumbbell shape, it will give the less shielding because the circle has the more surface area. So by using the more surface area protection, he can survive much more time, Mahishasura. So this is the dhal. This is called the shield. So shield is a spherical in shape. So this is S orbital. This is P orbital. So you know that people are also knowing that yes, they can use the S orbital. That's why the people are using the S orbital for during the battle time. They are using the S orbital for get protect from the enemies. This is as a shield. So S, so that means shielding effect of S. This is more, then P, then D, and then F. So that means S orbital creating the more shielding effect. Then P, then D, and then F. So S creating the more shielding effect, then P, D, and then F. Okay. So you have to remember the 5 points. The shielding it now, if the shielding effect is more, attraction is weak. So then IE, so more shielding effect, so less IE. So ionization energy and shielding effect, they are inversely proportional. More shielding effect by the penultimate orbital, less attraction. You can easily remove the electron. More shielding effect, so you can easily remove the electron. Okay. Okay, I am giving some time to rethink. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Why are not responding? Okay. Video, audio off, and they are not responding. At least tell the yes, no. So then
I
I
said
can proceed. Okay, so the ionization potential 5 points are there. But basically, normal times you have to remember that only size factor you can, but there are some exceptional case. Okay, I am now coming to the point. So that means in the periodic table from the left to right, if you proceed in the period, then atomic size decreases, nuclear charge increases, ionization energy also increases. And from top to bottom, ionization energy decreases. So this is a basic property, the left to right, IE increases because size decreases, require the more energy. That's why. Okay, so now I want to arrange this first figure, that lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine. So what the order now? From left to right increases. So this would be the expected order of the IE. But this is not correct. If you want to explain this in terms of atomic size or nuclear charge, this is okay. But you have to remember 5 points that I have explained here. Half field, full field concept. This is exact, not all wrong. One point is wrong. In case of nitrogen and oxygen, in case of nitrogen, this is 2H2 and 2P3. In case of oxygen, this is 2H2 and 2P3. 2P4, 2P4. So this is half field. So this is half field. This is half field. So for the half field, if you want to remove the electron, this is difficult to remove. From the half field, if you want to remove the electron, this is difficult. This is difficult to remove because this is stable configuration that I have discussed in the one point, in the ionization energy. So that's why this order should be changes. Here O and here N. Others order as usual. Here oxygen, here nitrogen. Okay, so then my configuration also changes. Because nitrogen is here 2p3 and here 2p. I will reverse it. Reverse it. So this is the half field. Clear? That I am exchanging. Normal way, nitrogen less than oxygen. But this is exceptional case. Exceptional. Because this is a half field configuration. This exceptional also implies here beryllium and boron. Beryllium full field. Boron is not full field. This is also exceptional. Beryllium will be coming here. Boron will be here and here the beryllium. This is another exceptional case. So there are two exceptional cases: beryllium, boron, nitrogen, oxygen. Expected one reverse, then left to right. কিছু কি বুঝতে পারছো কি বলছি আমি?
হ্যাঁ স্যার।
হ্যাঁ, আমি বলছি যে লেফট থেকে রাইটে এগোলে আমার এরকম হওয়া, আমার অর্ডারটা হয় এরকম হওয়া উচিত ছিল। যে লিথিয়াম, দেন বেরিলিয়াম, দেন বোরন, দেন কার্বন, দেন নাইট্রোজেন, দেন অক্সিজেন, দেন এটা হওয়া উচিত ছিল, এক্সপেক্টেড ছিল এটা হওয়া, কিন্তু এটা হচ্ছে না। এটা হচ্ছে না, এটা ভুল, এটা হচ্ছে না, এটা ভুল। তার জায়গায় আমার হচ্ছে এটা, এটা হচ্ছে আমার কারেক্ট, এটা কারেক্ট হচ্ছে, এটা কারেক্ট হচ্ছে, কারণ হাফ ফিল্ড ফুল ফিল্ডের কনসেপ্ট এখানে আছে। ওকে, তোমাকে সবগুলো মাথার মধ্যে নিয়ে করতে হবে। তোমাকে আমি আরো দেখাচ্ছি, তুমি তারপরে করতে পারবে। খাতায় সব লিখে রাখো এগুলো যা যা বলছি আমি। Done this one?
Yes, sir.
That today's my written work is very bold now, bold and thick.
Yes, sir.
Actually, I am using the pen. This is very taking all the difficult to erase also. সব কালি চলে যাচ্ছে এখানে, মোছা ঠিক হয়ে যাচ্ছে।
ডাস্টার কিনে নিন না,
হ্যাঁ,
একটা ডাস্টার কিনে নিন।
আরে আমার তো ডাস্টার তো এই যে আছে, ডাস্টার দিয়ে মোছা হয় না, দেখো না কেমন বাজে, কাপড় দিয়ে হয়তো ভালো হয়। ডাস্টার তোমার আছে, ডাস্টার তো কোনো কাজ করে না, বুঝেছো? ঠিক যেরকম করে ওই আমরা ঘর বসার জন্য স্পিন কিনি, ঘর বসে এরকম করে ও কাজ হয় না, ওই নেতা দিয়ে ঘর বসে সুবিধা হয়, ওটা বেশি এফেক্টিভ, অ্যাপ্রোপ্রিয়েট থাকে। এই কালিটা ভীষণ ডার্ক আছে তো বুঝতে চাইছে না। ডাস্টার কিনতে কে বললো, অদিতি না আনুষ্কা?
স্যার আমি বললাম।
অদিতি, তাহলে আমাকে ডাস্টার দিয়ে দাও, আর কি করবে? বলছি স্যার ডাস্টার কিনতে পারছেন, এমন অবস্থা হয়ে গেছে এখন লকডাউন হয়ে গিয়ে, এমন স্যারটা গরিব হয়েছে, ডাস্টার না কিনতে পেরে কাপড়ের এ নিয়েছে মুছছে বোর্ড, কি বলবো। ওই ডাস্টার আগে ব্যবহার করেছি, কাজ হচ্ছে না ডাস্টারে। আচ্ছা নেক্সট দেখো, নেক্সট another ionization potential between the potassium and copper. You to think about this. You just do the electronic computation and think and tell me, between the potassium and copper, which one has higher ionization energy? Arrange them according to ionization energy, i.e. arrange them. argon and 4s1, outermost argon 3d10 and 4s1. So in case of argon, potassium and copper both have 4s1 in the outermost shell. Only difference is there. In case of copper, there are total 10 d electrons. In case of copper, there are total 10 d electrons.
Then, sir, copper will require more ionization energy.
Copper more ionization energy. Acha, because D3D is there. D the pore shielding effect. So also 10 electrons are greater in the nucleus. Okay, trying to explain. See, suppose 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 1 electron. In case of copper, this is simple. Suppose the outermost electron is there, but there is no D. In case of copper, there are total 10 D is there. That means the nuclear charge greater, and also D is the pore shielding effect. So attraction more. So that's why ionization energy of copper is greater than that of potassium. Copper have 10 electrons. That means 10 protons extra in the nucleus. This is 19. Proton number is 90. Here proton number is 29. Outermost is fixed. 4s1, 4s1. In case of copper, extra 10 protons are there in the nucleus. More attraction. Another point, they have total d electrons at the penultimate cell. D the pore shielding. So that's why attraction more strong. So that's why require the more energy to remove one electron from the outermost. Next, is called electron gain enthalpy. Electron gain enthalpy. This is also called electron affinity. Electron affinity or electron gain enthalpy. This is the del H EG, a short form. This is called electron affinity. Both are same here. So electron gain enthalpy or electron affinity, that means what? Definition and definition the explanation. See, when one isolated gaseous atom, again the same thing, isolated gaseous atom, take one electron and form an anion. Electron gain enthalpy or electron affinity means when one isolated gaseous atom take one extra electron and form an anion. That times what amount of energy is released, this amount of energy is called the electron gain enthalpy. Enthalpy means heat. Why enthalpy? Suppose you are going to going to the Sonar Bangla Hotel, ITC, Royal Bengal, you are going there. So you are going to JW Marriott. So there at our home we are eating aloo seddo, boiled potato. But in this hi-fi hotel, the people are not calling this simple name. Oh, aloo seddo খেতে এসেছি এখানে? না না, ওরা ওই একটা নাম এমন দিয়ে দিয়েছে না, তুমি নামটা শুনে ভাবলে বাহ, এটা খুব ভালো কিছু খাবার একটা খাবো তাহলে। ওরকম ব্যাপারটাই, এনার্জি মানে এনথালপি। ওরা ভালো কথাই বলেছে, তোমার কথায় এনার্জি, হাই-ফাই লোকের কথায় এনথালপি। ইলেকট্রন গেইন এনথালপি, ইলেকট্রন নিয়েছে, যে ইলেকট্রন গেইন করলে যে এনথালপি বেরোচ্ছে, ইলেকট্রন গেইন এনথালপি। So when one isolated gaseous atom take one electron, form an anion, what amount of energy release? আগেরটা আমার এনার্জি লাগছিল বের করতে, এখানে আমি ইলেকট্রন এত এনার্জি দিচ্ছি অটোমেটিক্যালি। আগেরটাই বলছে আমি এনার্জি লেগেছিল, এনার্জি রিকোয়ার্ড। So here energy released. So when the amount of energy which is released when an isolated gaseous atom take on an electron from an anion. When one isolated gaseous atom take one electron and form an anion, the amount of energy which is released, this is called electron gain enthalpy. Depending on the same factor. তুমি এটা ভেবে নিজেতে ভাবতে হবে যে কি কি ফ্যাক্টর ডিপেন্ড করতে পারে। অ্যাটমিক সাইজ, নিউক্লিয়ার চার্জ, হাফ ফিল, ফুল ফিল, সেম ফ্যাক্টর, বাট factors are same, but proportionality will be different. How? If the atomic size is greater, suppose one greater atom is there, this is the nucleus and this is electron. This size is greater, this electron nucleus attraction lower. If I am giving the extra electron here, if I am giving the extra electron here, then this is difficult to attract because this is size is greater. কোনো কন্ট্রোল নেই এর মধ্যে, আবার এক্সট্রা অ্যাড করে কি হবে? সাপোজ if my capacity to pass only class 12 exam, if my parent give me that pressure that yes you have to become a doctor, engineer, so then what I will do? I am now become the VU IAS. I will do the cheating and become the VU IAS and arranging different that vaccination center. So expectation actually is the problem. So if the atom has capacity only accommodate this electron, if I am give the more electron here, more electron giving here, so it will not accept. So that means that if the size is smaller, so if you are giving the extra electron here, it can accommodate because size smaller, attraction is greater, it can accommodate. It can accommodate. If you are giving the extra electron, it can accommodate because the attraction power is greater here. If you are giving an extra electron, it can accommodate here. But if I am giving the extra electron here, it cannot accommodate. It cannot accommodate. So basically that means electron affinity means EA, that is proportional to atomic size. How? If the size is greater, EA is smaller. 1 by size, atomic radius. Electron affinity proportional to 1 by size. If the size is greater, then this is the lower electron affinity. It will not accommodate the extra electron. So electron gain enthalpy from left to right in the periodic table increases increases, and from top to bottom decreases. Top to bottom decreases. So electron gain enthalpy left to right increases, top to bottom decreases. This is general, but there are some exceptional case like the IE. Left to right increases. That means lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, chlorine. This is the order: lower, 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 lower. This is exactly correct. There is no exception. But when you are moving in a group, I will erase this thing. When you are moving in a group, that fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, astatine. So from there, this is decreases. But this is exceptional case. This is not correct. Here, chlorine greater than fluorine. Not only chlorine greater than fluorine. Before group, sulfur greater than oxygen. Before group, phosphorus greater than nitrogen. Before group, silicon greater than carbon. So every member in the periodic table, the first two, second and third, this is exceptional. In a group, in the period there is no exception. The left to right increases, but in a group, expected value fluorine greater than chlorine, but expected fluorine greater than chlorine, but actually in practical that fluorine greater than chlorine. Before group is what? So this is wrong. Before group is what? Oxygen and sulfur. But you see, reverse, right, nitrogen and phosphorus. You see, reverse. So these are the exceptional case. I am writing here. Remember this one. This is the correct electron affinity order. Why is it reverse? Why is it exceptional? Because fluorine very small size. So if I give the extra electron there, I am drawing the structure. Suppose chlorine, the size is greater. That is the size. Chlorine, the F size is very small. So if you give the extra electron, then it cannot accommodate this extra electron. Cannot accommodate. Suppose in this room only 15 people can accommodate. If I am just calling 50 people, only 15 people can accommodate here in this room where I am taking the class. If I am calling 50 people, so then they will not accommodate in this position. So then what increases? Then I can tell the population increases here. Here percentage increases. In the terms of chemistry, this is called charge density. In terms of chemistry, this is called charge density. Charge density. Charge density means what? Charge per unit area. Charge per unit area. This is for charge density. So when the charge density increases, charge per area, this is become unstable. That's why in case of chlorine, oxygen, nitrogen, they are the second family member, second period. Their sizes are very small. That's why they cannot accommodate the extra electron. That's why we are waiting to become adult. After that, we are giving that duties after 18 years, because that times you can take decision, appropriate decision. Okay, so requirement that When the first member, they are very small in size, so that times they cannot accommodate. Their accommodation for less. If you give the extra electron, then charge density become greater. This ionization potential and electron affinity, very important, very important. You open your book and see from there. After that, I will tell the other property. Other property is very easy. Only one sentence. Next, electronegativity. Electronegativity. Electronegativity is the non-metallic property. Non-metallic property. That means tendency to form an anion. Electronegativity means simple tendency of forming an anion. So the question is coming, what is the difference between the electronegativity and electron affinity? It was just told the electron affinity means tendency of gaining electron, what amount of energy releasing. Electron affinity is a property of an atom. Electronegativity is a property of an atom when this is bonded with a covalent bond. Electronegativity is a property when one atom attached with a covalent bond. So in the covalent bond, we can tell the electronegativity of an atom. Electron affinity, this is a property of isolated individual gaseous atom. Electron affinity and electronegativity both are exactly same order in the periodic table, but here the exceptional cases are not there. So electronegativity is a tendency to form the anion. Left to right, size decreases, so it can easily transfer to anion. So that means here increases and here decreases. So left to right, electronegativity increases, top to bottom decreases. So highest electronegativity is the fluorine and lowest is the cesium, francium. Highest is fluorine, lowest is francium. Because going down this is decreases and there this is increases. So at the corner fluorine, lowest is francium. In the periodic table, if I write the electronegativity, fluorine is highest, oxygen, nitrogen, chlorine, bromine, like this way. This is the order. Highest is the fluorine, then oxygen, nitrogen, or fluorine and bromine. Electronegativity means the formation of anion and in a covalent bond. And this is the non-metallic property. Non-metallic property. There is no exception. Normal way, left to right increases, top to bottom decreases. That's so we will not consider the halogens. Here we will not consider the halogens. Oh, sorry, what I'm telling. Oh, here we will not include this inert gas, noble gas. Halogens too will be there. Halogen family is the highest electronegativity. Fluorine is the highest. We will not consider the noble gases. The helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon. This is electronegativity. Size factor. Size decreases left to right, so electronegativity also increases. There is no exception. Next one, electropositivity. Next one, Next one is electro positivity, and this is the property of metal. This is called the metallic property. Electropositivity means metallic property. This property means tendency to form the cation. How easily it form the cation. This is called electropositivity. How easily one atom form a cation. This is called the electropositivity. Electropositivity is the tendency of a metal. So left to right, size decreases, attraction power increases, so metallic property decreases, and this is increases. So highest metallic is that lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, and francium. These are highest electropositive. Top to bottom increases, high is greater. That's why francium, from the francium you can easily release one electron, but francium is radioactivity. That's why in the photoelectric effect in atomic structure I have explained, the cesium is used in the photoelectric cell. Cesium, rubidium are used in the photoelectric cell. Electropositivity means tendency of losing electron. How easily the electrons are losing. This is called the electropositivity. How easily. Highest is francium. Lowest is fluorine. Electropositivity. Electropositivity means tendency to form the cation. এগুলো আমরা ছোটবেলা থেকে পড়ে পড়ে আসছি, আর আইসিএসসি ক্লাস 10 দিলে অনেক ভালো করেই ছিল এই চ্যাপ্টারটা। সো ইলেকট্রোপজিটিভিটি ডান, নেগেটিভিটি ডান, ইএ ডান, আইই ডান। নেক্সট প্রপার্টি সব খাতায় লিখছো কি বলছি তো?
হ্যাঁ স্যার লিখছি।
তোমাকে আমি এই যে এত কিছু বলছি, যে এই যে লেফট থেকে রাইটে বলে প্রপার্টি ডিক্রিজেস, ইনক্রিজেস, ইনক্রিজেস, ডিক্রিজেস, এটা বলেই যাচ্ছি। মানে কি কখনো এরকম হতে পারে না? সাপোজ ইউ আর মুভিং ইন এ গ্রুপ, one property increases, this is decreases, or this is increases, but if we move diagonally the property remains same. I am telling from the beginning that electron affinity, ionization energy from left to right decreases, increases, top to bottom decreases, increases. But if we think diagonally, so the properties become same. This property is called diagonal relationship. But this diagonal relationship is not applicable for all elements. That diagonal is same. This is for few elements. I am writing the element. This relationship is called diagonal relationship. Diagonal relationship. So diagonal relationship means, I am writing here lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, silicon, aluminium, magnesium, sodium. Lithium and magnesium diagonal, beryllium diagonal, this is diagonal. So this diagonal relationship applicable for few elements. These elements are called bridging element. That's why bridge, they are making the bridge. Lithium, magnesium, their properties are same almost. Beryllium, aluminium, their properties are almost same. Boron, silicon, their properties are almost same. These elements are called bridging element, or they are in diagonal relationship, and also they are in diagonal relationship with one another. Their properties are almost same. Only three elements. Next, metallic oxides are basic. Non-metallic oxides are acidic. Metallic oxides are basic in nature, or non-metallic oxides are acidic in nature. If the metallic oxide, if this is more metallic, oxide become more basic. If this is not more non-metallic, then the oxide become more acidic. Metallic oxides are basic in nature and non-metallic oxides are acidic in nature. Suppose metallic oxide, magnesium burning with oxygen, it form the magnesium oxide. When the magnesium oxide dissolve in water, they form the magnesium hydroxide. And if you do the experiment with the base, then this is basic in nature. That basic means red lead mass blue, phenolphthalein become pink, methylene become yellow. So this is basic. Metallic oxides are basic in nature. So more metallic, the oxides are more basic. So we can compare this way. If there are many, they are giving the many oxides. So we'll compare based on their nature of the metal. If this is more metallic, so oxides are more basic. Non-metallic oxides are acidic in nature. Carbon is non-metal. When you are dissolving the water, it forms carbon dioxide gas. It forms the carbonic acid, H2CO3. Carbonic acid. Is a carbonic acid. So non-metallic oxides are acidic in nature. So you can do the test accordingly. That acid base test to done in the class from class 7 na ICSC. From class 7 also class 10, 9 every chapter we have done the acid bases chapter. From my end nothing is left in this chapter. Everything done. Periodic properties. So 2-3 minutes you just assimilate this thing. After that I will continue.
So in school they have completed redox reaction and they have started with chemical bonding.
Yes, we have to moving slowly, na? Slowly means we have to moving as per the schedule. So let me do this chapter completed. So next chapter I will start. So redox is possible, chemical bonding. So now you can understand the redox, chemical bonding, every chapter. Because the basic 2 chapters done. Atomic structure, periodic table. Yes, in the exam, what syllabus is there? So tell me in the next class, today I am discussing some question answer with you. Tell me in the next class, what class should I start? Redox or atomic, redox or chemical bonding?
Redox.
Redox.
Okay, late class redox. So in your school the redox is going on?
Sir, finished.
So then have you understood from there?
Not very properly.
Okay. Redox chapter I will tell only 3 rules to you. So then only 3 rules, 1 to 3, only 3 rules. In your book the rules are 20 pages. Not required. I tell 3 rules. In the redox chapter, only application based question will come. The rules learning not required. Rules will not come in the any exam. Only application. What application I will explain in the class. Okay, now I am sending the question to you in the group, in a WhatsApp group. Periodic table. I'm getting. Oh, you have to not hear. Open the WhatsApp group. everyone?
Sir, will we type and send?
Huh?
Will we type and send?
No, no, you just WhatsApp. I have already sent. Got it?
Yes, sir. Sir, will we send the answer like while typing or we write in the copy?
Oh, okay, okay. No, no. So first one, 11, 12, 13, 14. So these four answer, you just first ready the answer. I will ask you one by one. First 11, 12, 13, 14, four only, and others for the homework. I am sending more. Done. Fast for done.
Sir, you said something just now.
So done. Fast for done.
Sir, for 11, sir, it will be option C.
Acha, wait. I am opening. Okay. As a first one, the correct order of the second ionization potential of carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine. So first I am explaining the number 1, number 11. Okay, first tell me Aditi, what order is coming from your end? What are answer 11? Aditi? Yes, Anushka and Galaxy J2.
Yes, sir. We will answer.
11 answer, yes, 11.
Yes, sir. 11. It's option C.
Everyone answer C. So this is given as a carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, and fluorine. So then how will you arrange them? So fluorine is the okay. Between the this, nitrogen the higher, you know. So carbon is the lower, then oxygen, then nitrogen, then fluorine. The answer is C. How this is C? You are telling why this is C? Huh?
Sir, I told C.
I am writing the element C, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine. So left to right increases, but only exception nitrogen, oxygen, half fill, full fill concept.
Okay.
Left to
Sir.
right to increases.
This option is not there only.
Exactly,
there?
sir. No, sir. It's not there.
Yes, this option is not there.
If fluorine is the highest, then okay, nitrogen will be next. But here it's oxygen.
Oh, so they are giving the fluorine highest. Yes, they are asking the ionization potential. Yes. So fluorine is highest. So fluorine highest is only one option D. Fluorine, but this is oxygen, nitrogen, carbon. No, yes. So now this is the option, but they are giving the option A. The sequence is, the sign is reverse. You just reverse the sign. Option A, reverse the sign. Okay, now 12.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, in question number 11, they have written second ionization potential, and in the 12th one, they have written
Okay.
IE1. So
Okay,
is there a
sorry.
difference?
Actually, I have thrown out. Yes, this is the second asking. So this is for
Yes.
the correct of the first IE. This is for the 12th answer. Now 11. Carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine. So second means, so first one is what? 2s2, 2p2. 2s2, 2p3. This is 2s2, 2p4. This is 2s2 and 2p5. This is now I want to release the electron from there. So when it becomes the fast IE, so it become carbon plus, and there 2s2, 2p1 only. Nitrogen become nitrogen plus, it become 2s2 and 2p2 only. In case of oxygen, this is 2s2 and oxygen plus possible, then 2s2, 2p3. In case of fluorine plus, Baba, how this is possible? So then 2s2 and then 2p4. Now you arrange this. This is now you arrange this. This is the first IE order. Now we arrange them according to IE2, second IE. What the order we will get? Normally, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine. So fluorine is the highest. Normally this is expected. Fluorine is the highest. Okay, no problem. This is highest. Now you compare, because left to right increases. So first, second, third, everything the same order, left to right increases. Now you think that oxygen is now become the half filled, then oxygen, then nitrogen, and then carbon. Clear to you? Second means you have to first remove the one electron from each element, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine. First means you are removing one electron. After removing the one electron, write the electronic configuration.
I couldn't understand this.
First ionization means you are removing one electron. Second ionization energy means you are removing from their ions. First ionization enthalpy means you are removing from normal element. Okay. I am writing all the normal element. Carbon 2H2P2. This is okay? Not responding. Ionization energy means first write the electronic configuration. Then down you now remove the one electron. From the carbon you remove one electron. So the carbon becomes carbon plus. So then it becomes the 2H2P1. This way you think.
Then, sir, for second ionization potential, we'll remove one electron.
I am writing the normal element here. Now I am removing one electron. So when we remove the one electron, we are getting the first ionization energy here. That I am written here. Now you have to compare this one, that ion one, because now you are trying to remove the electron from here only. The C plus, N plus, O plus, and A plus. When you are trying to remove the electron from the ions, this is called the second ionization enthalpy. When you are remove the electron from the element, this is the first ionization enthalpy. Concept is easy. There is no chemistry. First ionization enthalpy means you are removing one electron. Second ionization enthalpy means after removing one, again you are removing another. Third ionization enthalpy means again you are removing another electron. Not clear?
No, sir.
If you are not interact with me, then how I will clear your concept? You have to talk with me continuously, then I can clear your concept. You are telling yes sir, no sir, best. Or tell that which part you have doubt, then I will explain you.
So, like number 12, it was written first ionization potential. So we didn't remove anything. But for the second one, we removed one.
What? First ionization enthalpy means I am remove the one electron. I am writing carbon here 2H2P2, nitrogen 2H2P3, oxygen 2H2P4, and fluorine is 2H2P5. So left to right at ionization potential increases. So expected value, fluorine is higher. We are removing the one electron. We are trying to remove. That is first one. First means we are remove the electron. Left to right increases. So fluorine is highest, then oxygen, then nitrogen, then carbon. This is expected. But when we are trying to release the electron from here, this is 2p1. From here, this is 2p3. From here, this is 2h2p4. This is 2h2p5. So this is the half field configuration. So if you want to release the electron from the half field, it requires more energy. That's why nitrogen is greater than the oxygen. I am written this above. You are releasing the electron. And first means you are releasing the electron, then it becomes the ions. And when we consider the ions, this is the second one. You try to understand the definition. The amount of energy which is required to release the electron from the atom. That's why we are writing the atom, and from there we are considering the configuration. First means normal atom. Second means from the ions. Not clear?
Sir, partially clear.
Oh, I am making this thing. Problem actually, you are not, conversation is not clear. Okay, I am erasing. See here. Suppose this is, I am writing sodium. I am releasing one electron it from the sodium plus. So tell me, this is what ionization energy, first or second? It is not responding. Problem is here only basically. Problem, this is, understand, if you are not responding. Till now you are not responding. When I'm asking the question, you are not responding. At the last, after explanation complete, understand? No, sir. Alright, just talk with me. When this is sodium, I am releasing 1 electron, become the sodium plus. Tell me, this is what ionization enthalpy? First or second?
First.
So please cooperate with me. Then I will explain properly. So you are releasing the 1 electron from the atom. So then become the sodium plus. So when we will releasing the 1 electron from here, we will consider this one or this one. Tell me first. When we are trying to release the electron from the sodium, it becomes the sodium plus. So then when we release the electron, we will look the configuration of Na plus or sodium.
Na plus.
We are trying to release the electron from sodium only. What product is obtained, we are not looking for there. We are trying to see the configuration of the atom. Fast ionization enthalpy means the amount of energy which is required, and drawing the picture properly, previous part. Okay, K cell, there are 2 electrons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. K, L, M. I am drawing the picture. This is clear or not? Tell me first. Step by step, give the answer. Everyone cooperate. So K cell, there are 2 electrons. Yes, tell me.
Sir, in L you made only 7.
Huh?
In L's shell you made only 7.
Are Baba, why you are telling like the 5 student? So I am writing 8. 1, 2, you are counting here. Okay, 1, 2, I am counting the 5 student. Class 5 student. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I am doing it. I am writing 8. No problem there. Concept is not there. So now this is clear or not? Tell me.
Yes, sir.
So when you will release the electron, from where you will release the electron? So that when I am telling you just release 1 electron from the sodium atom, then you looking at the sodium plus configuration or sodium configuration.
Sodium.
So then you are telling the sodium plus. We are releasing the electron from the atom. So we will see the configuration of this atom only. So this is the fast ionization enthalpy. Fast ionization enthalpy means you are releasing 1 electron from an atom. Fast ionization means you please look at the electronic configuration of the atom, not the ion. After releasing this electron, it becomes the ion. We will not look the ions now. So when you are trying to release the electron from the atom, this is called the IE1. Again, if you trying to release the electron from here, from the ion, then this is second. So that times you look at the plus configuration. Clear?
Yes, sir.
No, this is partially clear again. When you are trying to release the electron from the atom, this is the fast ionization potential. So we look only the atom. We will not look the product here. When we are giving the exam, suppose we are giving the exam. And this, if you qualify the exam, then you become the doctor. Exam, giving the doctor. This is NEET exam. You are giving the NEET exam. So now you are now giving the exam. So that times you will concentrate the exam or looking the profession of doctor there. Oh, doctor are doing the operation. I am going there. You don't see there. You give the exam properly here. So when you release the electron, the product is there. You don't look the product. You only consider the reactant from where you are trying to release the electron. And that times you see the electronic configuration of the particular atom, don't the ion. This is clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
যখন তুমি একটা ইলেকট্রনকে বের করছো একটা অ্যাটম থেকে, প্লিজ লুক অ্যাট দ্য অ্যাটমিক কনফিগারেশন, Don't look from the ion. Now, when you try to release the electron from the ion, this is called the second IE. Normal concept. First IE means electron releasing from the atom. Second IE means electron releasing from the ion that is producing from the first IE. I am writing here nitrogen. Nitrogen is 2H2 2p3. The first ionization enthalpy means we are releasing one electron from sodium. Here this is half filled. This is completely filled. This is extra stable. So this requires the more energy. We look at the configuration of nitrogen only. So now this is the first, for considering the first IE, that is IE1, we look at the configuration of the atom. If when you are releasing the one electron, when it becomes sodium plus, it becomes 2H2 2p2. Now if we consider the second IE, then we consider this one only. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Clear to everyone? Okay, and you to not respond, okay, no problem, what I will do. If you not respond, actually, I am very unhappy that you are not responding. This is the doing in the school class, okay, this okay. Now the tuition class, you have to just clear your doubt. How you are mute yourself, you are not responding with me. I will be explaining that one thing 1,000 times, you ask me, but cooperate with me. If you are not responding, now this is how I will understand that you are understanding or not. Only Aditi is responding, others people are not responding. Anushka, this is clear to you?
Yes, sir.
So then why not responding? This is the normal that Tarsi, that when the teacher asking 1,000 times, you have to please minimum response, yes sir, I understand, no problem. Or this part, you just tell one more time. You are not responding. I am
Sir, I
only
did
talking.
reply to your questions.
Okay, so then I am just sending some homework to you, and this part at your home, just read carefully, properly. I will take the exam in the next class. I am sending the question paper. Be ready for that. Periodic table test I will take, and after atomic structure test I have not taken because we have not completed. After taking the exam of periodic table, I will take the test of atomic structure. Okay.
Okay, sir.
You know, I just want to share with you that I have also taken many classes in my home, online classes. So they are, when the students are talking with me, I am very comfortable for teaching. So the last few days, some people are joining in my class, they are not responding. They are doing one-to-one class. I left them. Why? Because actually, if this is, they are not responding a single sound. From my end, this is very impossible. And I am feeling very exhausted in the class. Because I am only talking, people are not talking. From the students, and I don't understand they are understanding anything or not. Not a single conversation. So this is, I am very uncomfortable actually. Not comfortable. It's very difficult actually for me. Please try to understand and please respond. If you not respond, it's difficult to explain you. If you respond, then I will try much better. Because I am not understanding that you are understanding or not. If you are not responding. Okay, you just go through the book and try to do it. Okay, thank you.